Be that one crab in the bucket. Be that one crab in the bucket that no matter what fucking happens, you will get out of that bucket. Even if you lose 2 legs and 3 legs, you will get out of that bucket. Because you know that getting out of that bucket is where you will achieve everything you want to achieve. And it's where you get the life that you want to have. So you gotta get out of the bucket. Do everything you can to get out of the bucket. And it is risky, man. I mean, you could get out of the bucket and be like, oh shit, it's not what I wanted. Or you could get out of the bucket and actually live the life that you want to live. So either way, it is risky. But life is risky. So it's either you're okay with staying where you are, or you gotta convince yourself that you're in a state of pain and you gotta push yourself to escape the bucket, to just leave the bucket. I know it sounds like contradictory, like what I said just now, but life is kind of contradicting, and sometimes it both is right, and sometimes both is wrong. And I do this because everybody's life situation is different. We all are born with different circumstances. We are not born the same color, not with the same eyes, not with the same living environment, not with the same school, not with the same privileges. Like, I have a laptop. Not many people have a laptop here. I know you guys have it because you're watching this video, but there's probably 1 billion people in Africa that don't have a laptop and probably won't ever see this video. People forget that YouTube is kind of still young. It's only 19 years old. It's not even 20 yet. It's younger than me. So yeah, be that one crab that gets out, or you can stay in the bucket, man. Maybe your life is to stay in the bucket. Maybe your life is not to escape the matrix, or not to live the life you want to live. As Tate said, he said, someone's gotta flip the burger patties, man. Someone's gotta flip burgers. Someone's gotta work in McDonald's, bro. Not everyone is gonna escape. And yeah, I guess I like to think that I can live a life of escaping the matrix, and at the same time I could be a brokey, and I could still be working in McDonald's if I have to. Preferably not. I probably would not be in that situation, but if I had to, if like someone said, hey, you gotta work in McDonald's the rest of your life or your family's gonna die or something, I would still do it. I would still do it. I'll be like, yeah, I guess I have to do it now. Because, slaves 300 years ago, they didn't have a choice. It's either they do what the white people say or like die. It's like survival, or you do whatever you want. You get freedom, but you risk dying, and you risk not spreading your genes, you risk not spreading your bloodline, and that's just the way it is. Like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if slaves actually get to have babies if they comply to the white people. But yeah, but those were dark times. And it's funny because we live in such comfortable times. In fact, it's too comfortable that honestly it's not that hard to win these days. It's not that hard to be like top 20%, to be top 10% of man these days. Like, you just gotta work out, don't eat too much, and then just do the right things. Not do the right things, sorry. Like, just be disciplined. No, not even disciplined. Just be motivated enough. Then you're all good, bro. Like, you can get like a chick, a wife, you can have 2-3 kids. I think a lot of people want that life. Maybe not in Malaysia. Malaysia is like, I think Malaysia we're like we care more about family unit. I guess we're less selfish about like people than people in America or UK. That's the thing I love about Malaysia. It's like it's they're not too selfish. Because sometimes I think like I am a bit selfish too, and looking at how people in Malaysia live. They remind me that, hey, it's not about you all the time. It's about the collective. It's about the people around you. That's what matters too. Like, I'm okay with like not being a billionaire or millionaire. I'm like good with just having like a family, family of 5, family of 10, and just live a happy life. But of course, I want to continue to self-develop. But I just don't want to be like super extreme, like I want to be a trillionaire or something, or I'm gonna die or something. Like, you want to be like at the top, but not the top. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be the super best. You want to be just below the best sometimes, in some aspects of your life. In triathlon, like in a sport, let's say I want to try my best to be the best. If I can't, I want to be the best. Yeah, if I can, I definitely want to be the best. But I'm not a slave to being the best. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna die if I don't achieve that, because I know that I know thinking that way won't work. You gotta think long term. You gotta think like consistency is what matters. As long as you show up every single day, it's like progressive overload. You gotta show up every single fucking day till you die. And if you can do that, then you can worry about being the best. But if you can't just show up every single day, then there's no chance at all. But if you show up every single day, you give yourself a chance. So you just gotta keep showing up every single day, even though it's painful. Even though it's painful, you keep showing up every single day, and then you just focus on that. And once you become consistent, once you know that you can show up every single day, then you think about being present in training. Then you think about, how can I maximize my training? How can I maximize my diet? How can I maximize my sleep? How can I sleep better? Then you start thinking about that once you have enough proof that you can show up every single day. But yeah, it's like sometimes it's just different cultures. I realize, because I watch a lot of American content, UK content ever since I'm young on YouTube. I guess I am kind of brainwashed by the propaganda there. But yeah, man, I think it's at the same time, I think it's good to have both perspectives, like of the Malaysian perspective and the UK and US perspective. And once you have both perspectives, and then you create something of your own, you create your own culture. And I think that's something beautiful too. So that's my plan, I guess. But yeah, man, I'm tired. I didn't want to take this video either, but just had to show up. Just had to show up every single day, no matter what happens, no matter how sad I am, or how tired and how sick I am. I just keep living, keep doing my best, and just keep pushing it, because the human potential is limitless, and I want to know how far and how fast I can go in this life. I just want to know. I'm just curious. Like, I would do anything to know. I guess that's just me. I'm just extremely curious. Extremely curious. I was always an inquisitive kid when I was young. When I was young, I still remember this teacher who said, "Your son has an inquisitive mind," to my mom. And I was like, "What the fuck is inquisitive?" And then I just googled it and it said, "That means you're super curious." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right, teacher. I am super curious. I've always been curious. I always wanted to know. I've always wanted to know, even like anything, even gossips. Like, I just want to know, like, I just want to know some tea, like, even those things. I don't want to know anything. I just want to learn. I want to learn knowledge. And I want to know how far I can go as an individual. I want to know how much I can do in this world, because I guess we only live one life. This idea of like that we only live one life, I think it can push you to do many things. Who knows? Maybe you live two lives. Maybe after this life, we might get to live another life. Who knows? Who knows? But I guess the idea of that you only live once, I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to push. It's a good idea to push on people to have some urgency in their life, to make them believe that, hey, you're not gonna live this life forever. You gotta do something about it. It might be a scam. You might die and then be like, oh shit, there's another life? Shit, man. I thought I was told that you only live once. But it's still good anyways, because you realize after on the second life that, like, hey, well, I did everything I wanted to do. So no biggie. I guess I'm gonna chill this life and be a degenerate. You never know, bro. You never know. You never know. I don't know shit anyways, so you can ignore what I just said for the last 11 minutes. But yeah. Ugh, getting tired. I'm getting sick. But I put out a video anyways. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Peace.